Drop it.
Hi friends. So today we are going to discuss about the first topic, the concept of physical education. How this concept of physical education came to the school curriculum. Let's learn about it and why it is important for us. So to begin with, let's know the meaning of physical education. And many people have defined physical education in different ways. Some said it is an all-round development of an individual. But the appropriate definition is given by Dr. Charles. Says that physical education is an integral part of total education process and has its aim the development of physically, mentally, emotionally and socially fit citizens through the medium of physical activities, which have been selected with a view to realizing their outcomes. I think this four-line definition gives us a broader meaning of physical education. Earlier, we used to call as PT, that is physical training, but now we call it physical education. And more or so, now we call it health and physical education. So the first part of this definition itself tells about the physical education is an integral part of total education process. What it says that it is a part of our total education process. Without PE, our education process becomes incomplete. So in the school curriculum, in the school timetable, we have a PE class right from the primary school section, high school section, high secondary section, college and university level, we have sports and games. So we cannot say that physical education is not a part of education. So it is important and that's why it is an integral part of our educational process. And it has an aim. We have an aim to achieve, and the aim is to develop physical fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness and social fitness. This four development takes place when we take active part in physical activity. And there is no other shortcut way but only through the physical activity. The medium is only physical activities. There is no shortcut way for this to achieve. There are no tablets available in a pharmacy to become a sports person like football players, cricket players or athletes. To become an athlete or to become a football player, we have to be on the ground and practice regularly. So that is a medium whereby we can achieve or we can become a sports person or we can achieve the physical fitness. So the medium is only through physical activity we can achieve the aim of physical education, which has the outcome. The real result is that what we are going to get a benefit out of it. So let's look up about the aim of physical education. What is the aim of physical education? It is an all-round development of the personality. Our aim is to develop each individual. It's not only the sports person. It is for the entire class, for the entire people who are studying in that particular on the school to develop the physical fitness of each child. First of all, we are going to develop physically. By taking part in physical activity, the development which we are going to face, we are going to get is the physical fitness. Can we measure this physical fitness? Oh yes, we can measure. We can measure with the 6 components. The first is the strength, speed, endurance, flexibility, agility and cardiorespiratory system. Based on these 6 components, we can measure a physical fitness of an individual. And this physical fitness improves when we actively take part in sports and games. It keeps on improving. And the moment you stop practicing physical activity, it comes down. So when we continue doing regularly the physical activity, our fitness improves and doesn't remain stagnant. It will keep on improving till you do your physical activity regularly and increase the load and the progression as per the norms. But the moment you don't do the physical activity, your fitness level will go down. And in all the games we require fitness. So that is the first development which is taking place when we actively involved in physical activity, or by playing games. You can do various exercise activities like taking part in yogasanas. You can take part in gymnastics. You can take part in swimming, running, jogging. Many ways to keep yourself fit. That is the first benefit we get from taking part in physical activity. Now let's think about how physical education helps to attain us mental fitness. Mental fitness, sometimes we become mentally ill when we are sitting in a classroom for a long duration. If there's a break for you all during the PE class, and if you go out to play, your mental boredom goes away. You forget about, you're giving rest for your brain. You forget about the studies which are been taught in the classroom. So when you come back to your class again, you will feel refreshed, you can concentrate better. That is how your mental boredom can be given away by taking part in physical activity. So physical education also plays important role to divert attention towards other activities. So it is one way to relax our mind, give rest for our brain, and to improve our memory power and concentration. And let's see how the physical education keeps us emotionally fit also. We have various types of emotions, and like sadness, we feel like crying when we are sad. When we are happy, we smile, we laugh. But when we are angry, we shout or we hit on somebody. It is the emotion which can be controlled by taking part in physical activity. If you are sad, if you divert your mind in playing, you may forget that particular moment, your sadness. Or if you get angry, a person getting angry quickly, and he is playing any particular game, you cannot display anger during the game. For example, when you are playing a football match, a player has been brought you down. If the opponent brings you down or push you down, then you cannot retaliate and hit him back, because the rules of the game says that you cannot do that. And if you do, then you are going to get a red card. So at that particular moment you are angry, but you hold on your anger. It helps us to control because of the rules of the game. So the emotion can be controlled by taking part in physical activities. The last development which is taking place, that is social, moral and spiritual. The social developments will learn to be disciplined. All the sports person has to be disciplined person. We obey the rules of the game. Rules and how to behave in a society will learn. Like for example, when we are having a mass gathering with a simple command, attention command, all remain attentive. So that's how it helps us to behave well in a society. We develop leadership qualities. If we get a chance to become captain of a team, you develop your leadership qualities. Same way our values improves. And spiritually, we try to have faith in God. Before every match, when we participate, we pray to God to protect us from injuries. So that improves our faith and to believe in God in a better way. Now let's look what are the objectives of physical education. What are the objectives we are going to discuss now? That is, the first is growth and development of an individual. The best way to get a normal growth for us is to do regular exercises and a proper diet. Especially since you are teenagers, 16, 17, 18 years, this is a time you're growing. It's a growing age we call. Now, if you do not do proper regular exercises or a proper diet, then your growth may hamper. Though height is a hereditary factor, you are going to get it from your parents or grandparents. But if you do not do regular exercises or a proper diet, your growth can be hampered. So it helps us for the growth and development of an individual. Improves functions of the system of our body. Different systems which we have, like circulatory system, respiratory system, the functions improves when you take part in physical activities. Improves strength and stamina. We become stronger. Our endurance also increases. So that is another objective of our physical education. Improves the ability to control stress and strain. We can manage our stress level. We can relieve our tension by diverting your mind in physical activity. When we do physical activity, our muscles relaxes our brain. So it helps us to improve or control stress and strain. Develop leadership qualities. We try to be the active leaders. If we get an opportunity, be a captain of a team, then we can attain the leadership quality also in ourselves. And lastly, develops the sportsmanship. We learn to accept the results. Either we lose or win. When we lose, we don't fight with an opponent, but we accept our results. We accept our not winning the game, and we congratulate the winners. So that is a sportsmanship. We try to practice more to come up or to win the match next time. Why? Let's know about the scope of physical education. Where is the scope for physical education? There's a lot of scope for physical education. Physical education as a discipline. We know this physical education we learn now theoretically as well as practical component. Now, theory to gain the knowledge. And in the new education policy, I think this will be one of the major subject. Though it is their compulsory subject in school, but you will able to choose one physical education also as a main subject. So it has a lot of role to play. We learn a lot of things in this subject. So physical education as a subject for us. Second, physical education as a subject matter, and we learn psychology and sociology. In every team, every international or national team, we have sports psychologists. And this is basically to motivate the players to win the matches, keep their mind frame in a proper condition, so they can give the best on the field. So we'll learn how we can tackle the different problems which are facing in the team and the sport, and we'll learn the psychology of the players. So this is also we are learning in physical education. Same way the sociology, how to behave in the society, that we are learning as a subject matter. Physical education is a field of activity. So in physical education we can learn many things. We can learn yoga, rhythmics, games and sports, gymnastics, recreation, self-defense activities like karate, taekwondo. Can do jogging, cycling, swimming. It's vast areas where we can develop our fitness. We can take part in these activities. So physical education is as a field of activity. And so last one, the physical education as a service. We can call it a profession. You can be a physical education teacher. You can be a coach. You can be a professional players, whereby you can earn money. And now if we see in entire world, the richest person are the sports persons. We get a lot of money in sports if you are fully focused or you become a professional player in different games. So it helps us to become professionals, sports person. You can take as a job, as an opportunity for a service. There are many posts which are reserved for sports person, sportsman's quota in different fields, in different departments. So there is a lot of scope for physical education. Let's know some of the importance of why physical education is important for us. As we have already discussed, that is for the proper growth and development. When we have a normal growth, then there are less chances that we are falling sick. We can keep away a lot of sicknesses. So our growth becomes normal, and whatever fitness we are going to achieve, it is through physical activities. The second factor, it helps us for a good health and fitness. Now we say health is wealth. Now when we say health is wealth, then most of the time we are focusing to keep better health for us. Now by taking part in physical activities, we can keep away a lot of sickness, especially the heart problems, diabetic problems, blood pressure problems. These problems we can keep away. And now in this pandemic times, when COVID-19 is in full swing, the people are getting infected. It is said that if we have a good immune system, then we can get healed from this coronavirus. Our defense mechanism fights against this virus, and we can improve our immunity only through proper diet and physical exercises. So it is a need of our for us, and to improve our fitness and to remain healthy. To prevent and treat any possible physical ailments, we can treat the physical ailments by doing exercises. Especially, suppose we have a back pain, we can treat this sickness with naturopathy by doing some of the fitness exercises. We can do yogasana. There are exercises which are done in, there are postures which are done in yogasanas, which can help us to recover from this sickness. Same way we can keep away diabetics. We can control our diabetics with regular exercises. It helps us to keep all the other components in the normal parameters. So physical education can help us to treat the physical ailments, the sicknesses what we have. And lastly, benefits of sports merit marks. Government is encouraging our children, our students to take part in sports and games by giving sports merit marks, which helps us to promote. If you do not get time to study, to compensate your practice timing and to give the value for your physical education for a sports, government is giving marks. The education department allows us to promote with sports marks. So it is helpful for promotion. Why people think wrong about physical education? There is a misconception about physical education. There are many ways that people think. One, the misconception of physical education is that physical education is not necessary for children during school hours. Some say, why it is required in school during school hours? It can be held outside school hours. It is simply a waste of time in the school. No, but the right way a child can learn together along with other subjects, physical education is a need for your all-round development. So that is a wrong concept which the people have. It is not required, but the benefits are more, so it is required for in our school curriculum. Some say that physical education does not have academic value. Now we have not seen many people when they appreciate the children getting A grade in physical education, but if they get A grade in other subjects, they appreciate. But now the concept is changing. Now we are going to see that there is a value for our subject. Physical education also will be like a main subject. That's a wrong concept. People think what you are going to get taking part in sports and games. But slowly this misconception, we are going to get a positive result. The PE does not develop intelligence. This is another misconception about physical education. According to us, we say the sports person are the most intelligent people. They are working actively. If they are playing on the playground, if they are playing any matches, they have to take quick decisions, intelligent decisions, which helps us, which makes the person is intelligent. So it is just a misconception the people have. Physical education is a rest period or during the class hours. Some say it is a free lecture or a free period during the PE class. But it is not a free or a free lecture. It's a total involvement of the class. So when we come for the PE lectures, we have to compulsory take part in the physical activity, which helps us to keep us physically fit, mentally fit, emotionally fit, and socially fit. The misconception of physical education doesn't exist for us. We know the benefits of physical education. So physical education is also important in our school curriculum. So let's take part in these activities and let's keep up a good health and try to develop our talents by taking part in different sports and games. So I hope that you got the idea clear about our physical education and why it is important for us in these times. When we are basically in a digital media where the children are playing with their mobiles, laptops, different online games, but we strongly recommend the outdoor and physical activity will help you all to be healthy, and through which we can keep all the sicknesses away. So it is rightly said that physical education, we call it now as health and physical education. So let's make physical education worthwhile and let's be more fit. Thank you very much.